mixable. I think it's mostly because the formulation is made primarily with people in the States in mind, and their temperature is a lot hotter. So the plastic is a lot more solid at room temperature. Is a lot more sort of plastic in room temperature. When the weather gets cold here, it's essentially impossible to mix, which means you need to buy this. This is something called a curable reducer. So it doesn't affect the curing of it. Yeah. So it's called a curable reducer. So it doesn't affect the curing of the ink, but it does make it a little bit easier to work with. So you mix it, you put it like a half an inch on top of it, and you mix it so until it becomes about this consistency. It should look like a thick paste. And once that's done, then do you mind cleaning this off for me? Or like, or just wipe it really tough, or we can just leave it to the side. That's good. Okay. So here we go. So here, let's start screen printing. So the first step is to flood. What you want to do is lift this off the t-shirt a little bit, okay? And then just take this and just go all the way in. And what you're trying to do, all you're trying to do is just fill the well. All you're doing is just filling this area. So now then you put it down onto the screen, grab both hands. There's a lot of people that like to pull, and there's a lot of people that like to push. And I've seen people do a comparison difference, and there's literally no difference. So I personally like to push and just put a nice, reasonable amount, firm amount of pressure down, and just push all the way. There you go. Just lift up, and there you go. So now you can see that is not great, right? That's not acceptable, which is why you flash.
So that's like the undercoat.
Yeah,
that's
the undercoat.
If you paint, yeah. Yeah, and you can do as many as you wanted to, I guess.
In general, 2 should be enough.
Okay.
If everything is lining up right, you want to do no more than that. You want to do because especially for screen printing, it's all about efficiency, right? If we can get away with 1, like it's the holy grail of screen printing, how to print white on black with 1 single pass, and like there's like 20 different YouTube videos researching into how to do it. And nobody's able to do it. It's just the unit. Because we will love to get rid of this machine so that we can do a 1-step process, but we just can't. That's just the way it is. So we're letting it cure, and you can sort of test it out. That's definitely not hot enough just yet. So right now, just because we're starting out, once it gets hot, this process should take about 20 seconds. So it should take about 20 seconds. Yeah. It gets really, well, it made that mark. So it gets really toasty on there. And then, so that's